Welcome back to the deep dive. We've got, well, quite a stack of communications in front of us today. We're talking policy papers, event summaries, strategic documents, all pointing towards this incredibly fast development happening in one particular region. Technology, education, entrepreneurship, it's all moving at lightning speed. So our job today is to piece this together for you. We're looking at how recent policy, major events, and new educational pushes fit together. And there's this theme that keeps jumping out from the sources. This tension, really, between huge opportunity and a sense of responsibility.
Right, and what you, the listener, need to grasp right away is that this isn't just happening randomly. It's not slow organic growth. No, this is very much a planned strategic push. The sources make it clear. There's a real effort to link up national policy, money, and, well, the raw talent of a big young population.
Yeah.
The focus, it's squarely on digital transformation, and specifically getting ahead on the really disruptive stuff like Agentic AI.
Agentic AI, okay, we'll definitely get to that.
Yeah, it's a bold move trying to set standards and build the structure now instead of playing catch up later.
Right.
But, speed always has its trade-offs.
Okay, let's start with that policy foundation then, because this is where that idea of responsibility seems to get cemented right from the start. The big piece here is the launch of the National AI Policy 2025. And we saw how seriously they're taking the ethical side of this. It wasn't just developed behind closed doors. The preparation involved this UNESCO AI for Humanity multi-stakeholder dialogue. And the source material shows this wasn't a small group. We're talking over 25 key people, government, private sector, tech leaders, academics, civil society, all brought together to shape this.
And that's significant. They're trying to build in the ethical guardrails before the tech fully takes off. The policy's stated intent is, well, it's very clear and very human-focused. The goal, explicitly, is using AI to build systems that, quote, empower, not marginalize, that protect, not exploit, and to innovate with empathy. Lofty goals.
Empathy in AI policy, that's striking.
It is. And you might think, okay, policy documents often say nice things. But what's interesting here is how quickly the financial world seems to be taking this on board.
Yeah.
If you look at the July-August 2025 issue of the CMA Journal, that's the main publication for ICMA Pakistan.
Right, the Institute of Cost and Management Accountants. So the core financial professionals.
Exactly. And their journal's Economy Watch section. It's entirely focused on analyzing this National AI Policy 2025, but framed specifically within fintech innovations and data analytics.
So they're connecting the dots immediately. AI policy impacting.
Precisely. It shows the financial sector isn't just waiting. They're actively folding this high-level AI and data strategy into how they see the economy moving forward. It's having immediate strategic impact.
Those ethical goals empower, protect, and especially given the speed you mentioned. Do these documents give any sense of whether that's truly achievable? Or is there a risk that tech just runs away from the policy?
That tension is kind of the subtext everywhere, isn't it? The policy sets the direction, the aspiration. But making it happen, that comes down to the people. Policy is only as good as its execution, which actually leads us perfectly into the second major theme we pulled from your sources, this really impressive push to build the right talent pipeline and link it up with global sustainability goals.
Okay, let's talk youth and sustainability first. We saw the launch of the 2025 Youth Ecopreneur Program, YCO, they call it. And this isn't just generic startup support. It's specifically a launch pad for young people's businesses.
Yeah, and the support system they built around YCO is, frankly, quite sophisticated and very global. For example, the teams working on land restoration, they get access to a shared $100,000 seed fund. Equity-free.
Equity-free, wow.
That's just the start. They also get free legal and IP intellectual property guidance, not just locally, but from Sidley, a global law firm, and WIPO, the World Intellectual Property Organization.
So top-tier international support.
Exactly. And maybe the most strategic bit, access to Google Startups for Sustainable Development Program. So right from day one, they're plugging these green startups into international legal, financial, and tech networks. It's clearly designed to help them scale globally fast.
That's serious infrastructure for green innovation. Okay, so how does the more traditional education system fit in? Because you need the universities to align with this too, right?
Absolutely, and we see signs of that. Look at the Mehran University of Engineering and Technology, MUET, in Jamshore. They had a 2-day carnival back in September.
Right.
And it sounds like fun, but reading the details, it was really engineered as a talent pipeline event. Day 2 is the key part.
What happened on day 2?
They held an ORIX-led recruitment drive. Now, ORIC is the Office of Research, Innovation, and Commercialization. These offices exist specifically to bridge the gap between academia and the market.
Got it. Making research useful.
Right. And this drive, it focused specifically on Batch 21 students, showcasing their best software projects, hosting an industry academia panel. It's almost like they're treating the final year projects as a public audition.
So identifying talent early, pulling them straight into industry.
It's hyper-efficient, connecting talent to the economy almost before they've even graduated, very focused on commercialization.
And this talent focus isn't just local tech, is it? We also saw significant moves in international academic links, particularly in healthcare.
Yes, that partnership between University of Modern Sciences, TUMS, and Indus Medical College with China's Tang International Education Group, that's a landmark deal.
Why is it so significant?
Because it specifically introduces something called the CCTE program. Now, the name itself, CCTE, isn't immediately clear, but the focus is on nursing and medical fields. What it signals is a clear plan to lift local medical and nursing training up to international standards using established global curricula. It builds crucial pathways for Pakistani professionals to potentially work abroad or bring global standards home. Really important for a key service sector.
Okay, so policy setting the direction, education is building the pipeline. What about the ecosystem itself? The events, the recognition, that's where you really see the energy, right?
Totally. And the sources you provided are buzzing with activity,
Yeah.
especially in places like Karachi and Hyderabad.
Let's talk about the second Future Leader Award 2025. That was part of the big ITCN Asia event in Karachi. And the description emphasizes it's an appreciation award for digital heroes. They specifically highlighted 4 areas: IT professionals, entrepreneurs covering startups and scale-ups, academia, and community diversity, with a shout out to women in tech.
So it's about validating the different players driving this change, making them visible, institutionalizing recognition for the disruptors.
Yeah, it feels intentional. And alongside that, there's the established HBLP at SHA ICT Awards 2025, which is still a major benchmark.
Right, that's a long-standing one. But even event logistics tell a story. Look at the Rotary Startup and Job Fair 2025 in Hyderabad.
Yes, it got rescheduled, didn't it? Pushed back to late October.
Exactly. And why? According to the source, it was to bring in more companies and startups who wanted to participate. The stated goal: create thousands of opportunities for youth.
So the demand from employers actually forced them to reschedule and scale up. That's quite a signal.
It's market pull right there.
Yeah.
But here's a really interesting example of blending sectors. The World CIO 200 Summit and Awards, Pakistan edition.
Okay.
After their main event, they held a specific post-event breakfast. The theme: Technology X Tourism, held at a beach resort, Dreamworld.
Tech and tourism seems like an odd mix.
You think? But the organizers were explicit. This wasn't just networking. It was a strategic move. They want to building the country by forcing these 2 powerful sectors,
Industry like tourism.
precisely. Digitizing tourism, enhancing it with tech. It's a smart double impact strategy.
Okay, this is all building a picture of a really dynamic, interconnected system. But let's zoom in now on the absolute cutting edge. This brings us to agentic AI and digital safety. This feels like the ultimate goal of all that policy and talent building.
It really does. And they are not messing around.
We saw the announcement of version 3 of the Agentic AI certification, and the goal is, well, it's incredibly ambitious. They want faculty members and startup founders to achieve level 3 certification by January 1st, 2026.
Right. And maybe we should quickly define agentic AI for you, the listener, because this isn't just about the chatbots or recommendation engines we interact with daily.
Okay, yeah, good idea.
Agentic AI refers to systems that can act autonomously to achieve complex goals. Think of specialized intelligent agents that can perform multi-step tasks like doing market research, analyzing competitors, maybe even handling full customer service interactions without needing constant human guidance for every step.
So much more individual.
Much more. And level 3 certification, that implies a deep understanding how to build, deploy, manage the ethics, and, crucially, fund these advanced systems.
January 2026 for level 3. That timeline is incredibly aggressive. It suggests the training must be intense.
Oh, it is. The specialized study materials mentioned confirm that. They're designed not just to teach theory, but to create market disruptors. For instance, they include specific strategies like the piggyback protocol pivot or PPP strategy.
Piggyback protocol pivot, what's that about?
It sounds complex, but the idea is about market entry. It's a strategy focused on how agentic AI startups can leverage existing infrastructure, think legacy systems in big industries like finance or logistics, to quickly insert their solutions and scale up, basically disrupting established players from within.
Wow, okay, so finding clever ways into existing markets.
Exactly. And the training also covers the money side comprehensively. There's a guide mentioned, Comprehensive Guide to Funding Agentic AI Startups. Covers everything from bootstrapping your idea all the way to securing serious venture capital.
So strategy, funding, what else?
The final piece seems to be the creation of PIC, an Agentic AI Incubation Center, and its specific mission, to train these certified people not just to be employees, but to become founders of international companies.
A direct pipeline from certification to launching global businesses.
That seems to be the explicit goal. It's a full stack approach. Policy, talent, funding, incubation, all focused on this high-end AI.
That is quite something. But with that kind of speed and power, the risks go up too. Which brings us to a quick but important safety point that was tucked away in the material. Amidst all this focus on advanced tech, there was a reminder about the National Cybercrime Investigation Agency, NCCIA, specifically that their portal is operational for reporting any digital hacks or filing complaints.
Yeah, the NCCIA is the key law enforcement body for cybercrime there. Highlighting their active portal is, well, it's a necessary reality check, isn't it?
Absolutely.
It shows that even as they're pushing the absolute limits with agentic AI, they're also trying to make sure the basic safety nets are visible and accessible. It's that balance, again, pushing for opportunity, but remembering protection.
So if we step back and look at everything we've discussed from these sources, what's the big picture?
I think it's a picture of remarkable alignment. You see this unified national vision playing out. It starts with ethical AI policy frameworks and international partnerships in areas like healthcare.
Right.
And it flows directly into highly specialized advanced training focused squarely on creating agentic AI startups that can compete globally. It's policy, people, money, events, all pushing in the same direction.
A system really firing on all cylinders, accelerating towards this very technical, AI-driven future. So, for you, the listener, the takeaway is that this growth isn't just fast, it's highly coordinated, highly competitive. But that core tension we started with, opportunity versus responsibility, that remains the most fascinating part. This whole environment is clearly laser-focused on global competitiveness, especially with tech like agentic AI that moves faster than anything we've really seen before. So the question we have to leave you with is this: how fast can a policy framework built around concepts like empathy and inclusion actually keep pace with the breakneck speed and, frankly, the unpredictability of agentic AI development? What's the real sustainable balance between innovating at warp speed and protecting citizens and values when the tools themselves are evolving almost daily? That's the tightrope they're walking as this whole ecosystem rockets forward.
Yeah.